All right. We are back. So the other day we actually did the little IQ quiz, and I found something else that actually looked like it might be a lot of fun. We can all try together. And of course, feel free to go ahead and jump in just like you did last time. It's a test to see if you're a psychopath or not. And I found this kind of interesting. So I was like, you know what? We may as well do this on the stream. Let me go ahead and send one more. I got a message I have to reply back to real quick. This is my days usually until about 8 o'clock at night. Like messages and, emails and everything else. But, I got to do what I got to do. Okay. There we go. Cool. That's dealt with. All right. So, like I said, never take these things seriously, these little quizzes and tests and everything else. But I think they're a lot of fun to do. So we'll go ahead and go through this one. It's only 5 minutes long. We might have to pause. I think it's you have to answer some question or something like that. So let's see. We might have to pause during the questions. All right. Here we go.
If you might be a psychopath, it's thought that about 1% of the population might test positive for psychopathy. So that might mean that some of you could find out today if you're 1 in 100. We're sure you'll tell us how you did at the end.
So if it's 1% of the population, and there's 300, what we think, like around approximately 340 million Americans. Damn. And then, of course, we're at what, 7.8 billion people in the world? Holy shit. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of fucking people.
We won't go through everything here as to the genesis of psychopathy, but we will tell you that there's something called a psychopathy checklist. Mental health professionals might use this test as a psychopathy test. That's what we'll use today as the basis for our questions. We should say not to get too worried if
they have all kinds
like
of tests they use for this.
Because to really understand how your mind works, you have to consult with a professional. This is not meant to support a diagnosis and is just a quiz. We'll tell you what the scores mean at the end. You can score the test as follows. 0, this does not apply to me at all. 1, this applies to me somewhat. 2, this definitely.
Okay. So I guess on each question, this is what you're going to grade yourself on. 0, this does not apply to me at all. 1, this applies to me somewhat. 2, this definitely applies to me. Oh shit. There ain't too many choices there. Let's go. Let's go.
Keep track of your score. You might need to type the numbers.
I want to know what y'all scores are.
Number 1. Do you exhibit glib and superficial charm? If you don't know what glib means, it can be described as being able to talk smoothly but be insincere while you're doing it. You can charm folks, but it's somewhat a fake you. So again,
I think we gotta we know a lot of people who are like that. It's like, I really don't want to be fucking talking to you, but you know what? They keep a smile on. They be smooth about their shit and everything else, but really deep inside, they're like, just get the fuck away from me. Like, for real. I ain't even trying to deal with you right now.
Again, if this is totally true for you, give yourself a 2. If it's a bit true, you get a 1, and if not true at all, you get a 0. Write that down.
I don't even know how to score myself on this. I want to say 0, but in certain scenarios, you kind of have to deal with people that you just don't want to fucking deal with. I can do it. You know what? I'm going to give myself a 1 on this. Oh, fuck. I'm going to give myself a 1 on this one. But it said being like charming and everything. Nah, hell no. Because I'm not trying to be charming. I'm just trying to get through whatever it is. Like, hold the conversation. Move the fuck on. I think, yeah. I'm not trying to smooth talk nobody or fucking be charming. So yeah, that's a 0. Facts. I'm going to give myself a 0 on that one.
Number 2, do you have a grandiose estimation of yourself? You know, do you have a really high opinion of yourself, but others might think that you have too high an opinion? You don't care. You know you're superior to them. Number 3, do you have a
Nah, that one is like, hell no, that's a 0.
Constant need for stimulation? Are you bored really easily? Number 4.
Damn, this nigga going quick. I'm not bored really easily, but I'm gonna give myself a 1 on that because I kind of like just doing different things. And even if I'm working on one thing, I'll have like, other sounds going on because I'm trying to actually like, get something done for something else at the same time. Even like when I'm working and shit like that, I might have music on and then I might have like YouTube on, like trying to find stuff that I'm either going to react to or looking through emails or Discord or whatever. So I'm going to give myself a 1 on that.
Are you a pathological liar? Okay, we all tell lies, more lies than we think we tell, but are you living in a kind of world of lies? Is it even hard to know when you're not lying? You lie so much. That's why.
Yo. All right. If y'all don't know what pathological means, like, no, that means your ass, you just on a regular basis telling lies on a regular basis about anything and everything. Now, yeah, everybody do kind of lie. Like there's certain times that I want to say like, nah, we don't lie, but in order to spare somebody's feelings, you might lie about something. You might just be like, somebody's like, oh, do I look good in this? And girls do it a lot though. Dudes, if it comes to other dudes, if a dude come in and be like, hey, bro, what, this look good on me? Nah, nigga, you look like shit. Get gone, bro. Like, you better change that up. We ain't going out like that. But when it come to your girl, you gonna lie to her. You gonna be, if she come in like, baby, do this make me look, nah, baby girl, you all right. Even though it's meant to spare feelings, it's still a lie. But to do it pathologically means your ass just can't help yourself. You lying about anything and everything. He said, let's be honest, we're all psychopaths here. Hey, what's going on, Snipe? You're late, bro, but it's all gravy. You here. So no, I'm giving myself a 0. I'm not pathological about that shit. There ain't no way. Like I feel some kind of way. Like if it's somebody I don't know, fuck your feelings. Like I gotta tell you the truth. Cause if I lie to you, then I ain't shit for for fucking lying to you. Like that's stupid. I'm gonna let that one roll. That's a 0 for me.
Why the word pathological is used as it relates to disease.
Yeah.
Number 5. Are you cunning and manipulative? Do you know deep inside that you are one very cunning person who can easily manipulate others to get what you want? Are you even proud you might excel at this? Number
Yo, cunning and manipulative. Bro, oh my God. I know so many people who are fucking like that, yo. That is crazy. Like straight up can manipulate any situation. Now, listen. Nah, you know what? I was gonna say if it's like part of your job and shit like that too, you counting that. You counting that. Because if you good at it in your job, that means you good at it in your everyday life. Some of these things are kind of fucked up because they can be turned off and on. Like the very first one can be a turned off and on sort of situation. But I think if you good at turning it off and on too, then you good at it. You probably deserve a 2 on that one. Me, nope. I just cannot be like that. I just have to tell people what's what. That's it.
6. Do you have a lack of remorse?
Hold on 1 second. I will check. Wait, yo, Isarak Elena, which one did you try and send me a personal message in Discord, or did you send me something like in the Discord in the spaces for it? All right. Do you have a lack of remorse or guilt?
So, do you do bad things and for some reason you never feel bad about it? You just keep on trucking because, hey, why burden yourself with senseless guilt? Number 7.
Okay. How many of y'all are like that? Bro, that's a definite no for me. Like there's certain things I believe that you shouldn't feel bad about. Like if something is like done that needed to be done, you're good. And if something needs to be said in a moment, fine. But I think afterward, I feel bad if I really, really hurt somebody's feelings. And no, and like remorse. Yeah, no, you know what? That is, I almost want to give myself a one, but I legit do feel bad if I hurt somebody's feelings or some shit. So yeah, I have remorse over certain things that I say or do, even though I know in the moment I had to say or do it.
Do you have a shallow affect? We guess you don't know what that means. It kind of means when your
Just
emotional
throwing
reactions
out,
to
throwing. Oh, okay. So it's like saying I love you and just really not meaning the shit.
things are shallow. They tend to be short-lived, or there seems in you a reduction of emotional response to certain actions or events. You might feel nothing or little when people around you are drowning in emotion. Number
All right. Yeah, that's a no because I think about it in this way. Yo, there were times like my girl, my ex would like be in her feelings over something that was of her own doing, and if she cry, bro, oh my god, it like hurt me. And then at the same time, like her kid, like there's so many times I can recall feeling like shit because somebody else felt like shit. And even though I still got to keep it stern and hold a look of like, don't even fucking trip about it, like inside you like, damn, that shit sucks. That shit sucks. To be honest, I don't know how to answer these things. Well, bro, you know the true answer to it. Zero again means absolutely you do not do it. One is a somewhat sort of thing, and two is a yeah, that's me sort of situation. Just answer it as truthfully as possible. But on that, yeah, there's no fucking way. I feel bad for people that I don't even fucking know. And it be stupid as hell sometimes. It's like you don't want to, you just walk by and be like, it don't even matter. But then every now and again, it's like, damn, bruh, damn. Number 8.
8. Are you callous and do you lack empathy? This is similar but not the same. Imagine when people
Right.
see something that should elicit sadness, but you feel nothing at all. You don't feel sorry for the dying animal in the wildlife documentary. You seem fine when you hear someone's bad news. Number 9.
Yo, okay. That's fucked up right there. I'm gonna have to give myself a one on it. And the reason why is that, look, I've had animated like Naruto's story, bro. When like they really break down the story of like him being a little kid and shit, that shit hit your heart, man. It's like, oh my god, nigga, how y'all gonna treat him like this? But I know he gonna be a G in the end. I know he is. Like that sort of situation. And then like there's certain movies where it's like, you feel the tear coming in, but you're like, nigga, that ain't coming down. This is a goddamn movie. I can't feel bad about that, but it's a situational sort of thing. But then sometimes when people do shit that they did to themselves, I don't feel bad about it at all. Like, no, that was on you. Take the consequences, nigga. It is what it is. I'm gonna hit myself with a one on that. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely hit myself with a one on that.
Do you have a parasitic lifestyle? Do you live off of others and have no guilt about this? Number 10. Do you have poor behavioral?
Hey, yo, listen. If you living with your mama and your daddy, whatever, and you a youngster, you are not parasitic, unless you taking advantage of them, asking for dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you live on your own and take care of your own shit, all in all, you absolutely cannot be parasitic. So that does not apply to you. Give yourself a zero. All right. Do you have poor behavioral controls? Oh, nigga, wait.
Controls. Is it hard for you to restrain yourself? Do you have little self-control? Number 11.
Okay, that depends on the situation. That depends on the situation. Like, I have the utmost restraint. I am like by far. Now, if I answered that when I was younger, like, a kid, maybe even like early teens, I still had restraint. But when it came down to fighting, I was like, fuck it, bro. Let's get it. Like, let's go. You had to do something to me or to somebody I knew in order to cause me to be like that. I'm like, I'll fight anybody. That's just me. But I was still chill. I don't think there's too many situations that I don't have restraint. even when I'm dealing with the thing I don't like most, which can be stupid people, when you ask me a question over and over again, and I give you the answer and you don't want to take it just because you feel some kind of way about it, I still have restraint on how I react to it. So, yeah, I was going to give myself a 1. No, nope. I
11.
control it.
Are you sexually promiscuous? This simply means, do you sleep around? Do you have a lot of intimate partners or one-night stands? Number 12.
Okay, that's some bullshit. That's a bullshit ass question. That depends. Are you single or not? Now, if I'm in a relationship, that is a absolute no-no. Absolute no-no. When I'm single, nigga, I'd have put myself on a 2, like in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. But because I know when I'm single, that's an absolute no-no. So I'm gonna throw myself a 1 on this, even though I don't feel like I deserve that. But I'm gonna throw myself a 1. Facts. Fuck it.
Did you display early behavior problems? Were you the out-of-control little kid? Number 13.
Nope.
Do you lack realistic long-term goals? That's self-explanatory, but some experts say psychopaths might lack goals, but then just say stuff like, I want to rule the world or become an astronaut, but they have taken no steps to do that.
Any of y'all out there like saying you're gonna be a superhero, when you grow up, nigga, shut it down. You are too. All right. You can't be an anime character. You can't be a superhero. The goal has to be realistic. On some real shit, man. I don't have unrealistic goals at all. So.
Number 14. Are you overly impulsive? Do actions happen too often without much thinking in the process? Number 15.
Overly impulsive. I think you guys know what that means. He kind of explained it. He could have gone a little bit more in depth on there, but overly impulsive, that is a no. That's a no. Are you irresponsible? Some of y'all gonna have to answer 1 or 2 on this one. Let's keep it 100.
15. Are you irresponsible? Number 16.
Damn, he just shooting through them. I mean, those are self-explanatory kind of questions. Are you irresponsible? That's a no. I'm not irresponsible really on anything. I can be irresponsible to myself, knowing that it won't affect anyone else. But if it does, that's an absolute fucking no-no. In fact, there's certain scenarios where I take on the responsibility of people that I should not take the responsibility on, for, I should say.
Do you fail to accept responsibility for your own actions? You know you messed up, but still, you won't be accountable for your actions.
Okay. That's a fucking no. I can tell you right now, I ever do anything, I'm going to say I did it. And I'm going to take whatever comes to me. The people who obviously cannot do that were the 2 young ladies we watched a little bit ago on those videos. Now one of them could take responsibility for their actions, especially the one sitting there telling the people, fucking with the people at Home Depot.
Number 17. Have you had many short-term marital relationships? Many of our viewers won't have been married, but perhaps your relationships never seem to last long. Number 18. Do you have a history of juvenile delinquency? This is more than tantrums as a kid. It means, did you get into more serious trouble as a juvenile? Number 19. Have you experienced a revocation of conditional release? This won't mean much to any of you because it means a person has been released from incarceration under the condition that they don't commit another crime, but they do. To make it work for you, are you a recidivist in terms of doing the same things wrong again and again? Do you keep getting in trouble?
If you don't know what a recidivist is, essentially doing the same shit over and over and over again, to some extent. Recidivism, when it comes to the term of prisons, are like the people who go in for one thing, swear up and down that they'll never do it again, go out and do the exact same shit over again, end up right back in there, swear to God they'll never do it again, and it's just a back and forth sort of situation. He should have used the word habitual more so than recidivism for that explanation, but it is what it is.
Trouble even after you've said you wouldn't do that thing again. Number 20. Do you display criminal versatility? Does crime come easy to you and are you good at it in many ways? Do you have a knack for criminal enterprises, even if just small transgressions such as cheating and stealing small things? So how did you...
Yo, that's not even fair. That is not even fair, bro. You know why? Because some people get taught, absolutely get taught to have that mindset for their job. That's fucking unfair. Like, ooh, that's fucked up. I'm gonna give myself a 1 for that one. I don't use it. I don't like this. I don't use it, anything like that. But it was taught to have that thought process and mindset. And in fact, like your courses will teach you those things too if you go into specific fields of psychology. Like it is part of the course to understand it. So you have a knack and an understanding, and you can just use it, where it applies. Let's say you go to become a criminal investigator, criminal profiler, whatever. That's how you end up learning those things. All right. So if you guys had a score, go ahead and put it out in in chat. My score was 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give y'all a good 10 seconds or so. Let me know what your score came out to be. If you're on YouTube, put on there. I can check the YouTube chat in a minute. All right, so go and get it, bro. Said 7. And let's see. Let me check this real quick. Go and get it, bro. You got a 7? Okay. I'm not gonna ask where you got those. Where you got them from. Let's see. So Israel, if you are trying to, let's see. Sniper got a 6. If you're trying to contact me on the behalf of someone else, it looks like what you're saying. First off, I have already answered what I'm going to answer to that prior. As far as right now, you see I'm in the middle of something else. So, yeah, message me on there. But I've already answered what I needed to answer on that. And I'll go back and check because more than likely, the reason why I've seen the messages is because I'm not checking my messages on them. Let's see. Okay, so we got those 2 right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and check and see if it actually gives us a grade or whatever. Ghost Gamer said 9. Okay, so 6, 7, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see what it says as far as the answer.
You score. If you scored a 0, you have absolutely no psychopath in you, but it's unlikely many people will get a 0.
Yeah,
many people do score less than 6, though, which might be called neurotypical or normal. On the other hand, if you scored a 40, you might be what's called a prototypical psychopath.
Wait a minute.
A complete
Wait a minute.
Neurotypical or...
All right, damn. Chat just disappeared. So, Snipe, you got... okay, so less than 6.
Normal. On the other hand, if you scored a 40, you might be what's called a prototypical psychopath.
What the fuck?
A complete psycho.
Wait a minute. Did he just do like a huge jump?
Many people will get a 0. Many people do score less than 6, though, which might be called neurotypical or normal. On the other hand, if you scored a 40, you might be what's called a prototypical psychopath, a complete psycho. We're told scoring higher than 30 puts you in the psychopath field, but non-psychopathic people who may have some kind of antisocial personality disorder might score between 16 and 22. They might also have a criminal record. As we said, this is not a diagnostic test and it shouldn't.
All right, so it didn't really score you guys on the 6, 7, 9s. It didn't score that. Let's see, 40. If you got a 40, you might need to go and consult a psych a specialist on this. 30 to 40, I think you should still go and sit down and have a conversation. 16 to 22. Just maybe more antisocial. That's that may be it. But then again, you could have a criminal record as well. But I mean, I think people with a criminal record could possibly score lower as well because of the fact that it's one of those things. Sometimes it's just the circumstance of a situation, and that's all there is to it. So, but yeah, all right. I found that interesting. Hmm.
Have a criminal.
Let me know what you guys thought on it. And before we go ahead and jump into Tinder, we're gonna watch something else, and I think it's gonna blow you guys' mind. I saw the first. It was like 30 seconds of it, and I was like, "Yo, I know that this is the case, but still, when I saw it, I got up and walked away from the screen and went into another room and just started laughing and came back and still couldn't believe what I had just seen. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Some of y'all who are not subbed, I apologize if you're on Twitch, but you are going to get ads right now. Everybody else, you'll just be chilling, limbo on YouTube, but I will be right back.